In a world where traditional motivators like money and rewards often fall short, Daniel H. Pink's Drive challenges the status quo of how we understand what truly drives human behavior. Imagine waking up each day fueled not by external incentives, but by an intrinsic desire to learn, create, and contribute. Pink delves into the psychology behind motivation, unveiling a paradigm shift that emphasizes autonomy, mastery, and purpose as the real keys to unlocking our potential. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, from the workplace to personal ambitions, Drive serves as a beacon of insight, revealing why the old models of motivation are not only outdated but also counterproductive. Through compelling anecdotes and rigorous research, Pink invites us to reconsider our motivations and explore a more fulfilling path. In this exploration of human drive, you'll discover how tapping into intrinsic motivation can lead to greater satisfaction, creativity, and success, not just for individuals, but for organizations and society as a whole. As you turn the pages, prepare to be inspired to rethink your approach to motivation, both in your personal journey and in how you lead others. This is more than just a book. It's a roadmap to understanding what moves us at our core and the transformative power of intrinsic motivation. Introduction to Drive. At the heart of Pink's thesis is the concept of intrinsic motivation, which he believes is far more powerful than external rewards. He identifies three key elements that foster this intrinsic drive: autonomy, mastery, and purpose. Autonomy refers to the desire to direct our own lives, to have the freedom to choose how we work and what we pursue. Mastery is the urge to improve and excel at tasks that matter to us, while purpose is the yearning to do something meaningful and contribute to a cause greater than ourselves. Pink illustrates his points through a myriad of real-world examples, from innovative companies like Google and Atlassian that embrace autonomy in their work culture, to educators who tap into students' intrinsic motivations for better learning outcomes. He emphasizes that in an era where creativity and problem-solving are paramount, understanding and harnessing these intrinsic motivators can lead to greater satisfaction and enhanced performance. In summary, Drive is not just a book about motivation. It's a call to rethink how we approach our work and lives. By recognizing the deeper, more fulfilling sources of motivation, individuals and organizations alike can unlock their full potential and achieve remarkable results. Daniel H. Pink, in his groundbreaking book, Drive: The Surprising Truth About What Motivates Us, Pink challenges traditional notions of motivation that rely heavily on extrinsic rewards, such as money and bonuses. Instead, he posits that true motivation is driven by three essential elements: autonomy, mastery, and purpose. Pink argues that when individuals have the freedom to choose their tasks, autonomy, the opportunity to improve their skills, mastery, and a sense of contributing to something larger than themselves, purpose, they are more engaged, productive, and fulfilled. Throughout Drive, Pink draws on a wealth of research from psychology and behavioral science to support his claims, providing readers with a compelling narrative that is both informative and practical. He emphasizes the importance of creating environments that foster intrinsic motivation, particularly in the workplace, where outdated reward systems often stifle creativity and innovation. Pink's insights are particularly relevant in today's rapidly changing world, where adaptability and engagement are critical to success. Ultimately, Drive serves as a call to action for leaders, educators, and individuals alike to rethink how they approach motivation. By understanding and harnessing the power of intrinsic motivators, we can cultivate a culture that not only drives performance, but also nurtures the human spirit. Pink's engaging writing style and thought-provoking ideas make Drive a must-read for anyone looking to unlock their full potential and inspire others to do the same. The premise of motivation. Autonomy, the first pillar, emphasizes the importance of giving individuals the freedom to direct their own lives. Pink posits that when people have control over how they perform their tasks, they are more engaged and invested in their work. This sense of ownership not only enhances productivity, but it also fosters creativity and innovation. In contrast to micromanagement, which stifles initiative, a culture that promotes autonomy encourages individuals to explore their passions and develop their unique skills. Mastery, the second element, refers to the desire to improve and excel at something that matters. Pink highlights that humans possess an intrinsic motivation to achieve mastery, to become better at what they do. However, this pursuit requires a supportive environment that allows for growth and learning. When individuals are given the opportunity to hone their skills and receive constructive feedback, they are more likely to experience a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction in their work. The journey toward mastery is not just about the end result. It's about embracing the process and the challenges that come with it. Lastly, Pink introduces purpose as the final component of his motivational framework. Purpose goes beyond personal gain or career advancement. It encompasses a greater sense of meaning in one's work. When individuals connect their tasks to a larger cause or contribute to something they believe in, their motivation soars. Pink asserts that organizations and leaders must cultivate a sense of purpose within their teams to inspire commitment and drive. This sense of belonging to a mission not only enhances individual morale, but can also lead to significant organizational success. In sum, drive challenges readers to rethink their understanding of motivation. By recognizing the significance of autonomy, mastery, and purpose, we can transform our approach to motivation, fostering environments where individuals thrive and organizations flourish. Pink's insights resonate deeply in both personal and professional spheres, making a persuasive case for a more human-centric approach to motivation that ultimately leads to greater satisfaction and achievement in our lives. The evolution of motivation theories. Pink introduces a new model centered around intrinsic motivation, which he categorizes into three core elements: autonomy, mastery, and purpose. Autonomy refers to the desire to direct our own lives, empowering individuals to take ownership of their tasks rather than being micromanaged. Mastery is the urge to improve and excel in our endeavors, suggesting that people are more driven when they can develop their skills. Lastly, purpose highlights the importance of connecting individual work to a greater meaning, motivating individuals to contribute to something beyond themselves. Through engaging anecdotes and research, Pink illustrates how organizations that embrace these intrinsic motivators not only enhance employee satisfaction, but also achieve higher levels of productivity and innovation. He cites examples from companies like Google, which allows employees to dedicate time to passion projects, resulting in groundbreaking developments. In essence, Drive challenges readers to rethink motivation, advocating for a more holistic approach that cultivates an environment where individuals thrive, thus creating a workforce that is not only engaged, but also inspired. As we navigate the complexities of the modern world, understanding and implementing Pink's insights on motivation can lead us to greater fulfillment and success in both personal and professional realms. Carrots and sticks. At the heart of Pink's argument is the distinction between intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. The traditional model heavily emphasizes extrinsic motivators, those external rewards and punishments that can indeed yield short-term results. For instance, sales teams might hustle harder for a lucrative bonus, or employees might avoid mistakes to evade reprimand. However, Pink asserts that this approach falls short in fostering genuine engagement and long-term success. In many cases, the reliance on external motivators can lead to a decrease in creativity, satisfaction, and ultimately, performance. Pink introduces a new framework for understanding what truly drives human behavior, identifying three key elements: autonomy, mastery, and purpose. Autonomy refers to the desire to direct our own lives. Mastery is the urge to get better and better at something that matters. And purpose is the yearning to do what we do in the service of something larger than ourselves. These intrinsic motivators, according to Pink, not only foster higher levels of engagement but also encourage innovation and creativity, essential components in today's dynamic work environments. Through compelling research and real-world examples, Pink illustrates how organizations that embrace these intrinsic motivators can cultivate a more motivated and productive workforce. Companies like Google encourage autonomy and creativity among their employees, leading to groundbreaking innovations. In contrast, those that cling to the outdated carrots and sticks mentality often find themselves struggling with disengaged employees and stagnant growth. In summary, drive is not just a critique of traditional motivational strategies. It is a call to rethink how we understand and foster motivation in ourselves and in others. By shifting the focus from external rewards to intrinsic desires, we can unlock a deeper, more sustainable form of motivation that leads to not just better performance, but also a more fulfilling work experience. Pink's insights serve as a powerful reminder that to truly motivate, we must look beyond superficial incentives and tap into the deeper human needs that drive us all. The limitations of extrinsic motivation. Pink articulates that extrinsic motivators can lead to a narrow focus, encouraging individuals to prioritize immediate rewards over long-term goals. This myopic view can stifle innovation and critical thinking, as individuals become more concerned with meeting specified targets than exploring new ideas or processes. For instance, in a corporate setting, employees might meet quarterly sales goals, but fail to innovate or think outside the box, ultimately limiting the organization's growth potential. Moreover, reliance on extrinsic rewards can create a paradoxical effect known as the over-justification effect. When individuals receive rewards for activities they already find enjoyable, their intrinsic motivation can diminish. This is particularly evident in educational settings. Students who are primarily motivated by grades may lose interest in learning for its own sake. They might become adept at gaming the system for a higher score while missing out on the genuine exploration of knowledge and skills. Another limitation of extrinsic motivation is its potential to breed resentment or disengagement. When rewards are perceived as controlling or manipulative, individuals may feel a loss of autonomy, leading to decreased motivation and satisfaction. This is particularly relevant in environments where competition is emphasized over collaboration, as employees might feel pitted against one another rather than working towards common goals. In contrast, Pink advocates for intrinsic motivators such as autonomy, mastery, and purpose, which can lead to deeper engagement and more sustainable performance. By fostering an environment where individuals feel they have control over their work, opportunities to improve their skills, and a connection to a larger mission, organizations can unlock unprecedented levels of creativity and productivity. Thus, while extrinsic motivation has its place, especially in straightforward tasks, it is the intrinsic motivators that ultimately drive innovation and fulfillment in both personal and professional realms. The rise of intrinsic motivation. Pink identifies three core elements that fuel intrinsic motivation: autonomy, mastery, and purpose. Autonomy refers to the desire to have control over one's work and decisions. When individuals are granted the freedom to choose how to approach their tasks, they often feel more invested and engaged. Mastery, the second element, is the urge to improve and excel at something that matters. Pink emphasizes that people are naturally inclined to seek out challenges that allow them to hone their skills, leading to a sense of achievement and fulfillment. Lastly, purpose serves as a driving force that gives meaning to our actions. When individuals understand how their work contributes to a larger goal or mission, their motivation deepens, fostering a sense of connection and commitment. Pink provides compelling evidence that traditional reward systems, such as monetary bonuses or strict deadlines, can sometimes backfire, stifling creativity and diminishing performance. He highlights research from various fields that illustrates how environments characterized by autonomy, mastery, and purpose lead to better outcomes in both individual and organizational settings. By promoting intrinsic motivation, companies can cultivate a workforce that is not only more productive, but also more innovative and satisfied. In summary, Drive offers a profound shift in understanding what motivates us. It invites readers to rethink their approaches to motivation, whether in the workplace, education, or personal endeavors, by prioritizing intrinsic factors that fulfill our fundamental human needs. Pink's insights resonate deeply in today's world, where the quest for meaningful work and personal growth has never been more relevant. Embracing the rise of intrinsic motivation can lead to transformative changes, unlocking potential and creativity that external rewards alone could never achieve. Overview of the 3 elements of intrinsic motivation. Autonomy refers to the desire to be self-directed and have control over one's actions. Pink argues that when individuals have the freedom to choose how they work, they become more engaged and invested in their tasks. This sense of ownership not only enhances creativity, but also fosters a deeper connection to the work, ultimately leading to higher satisfaction and productivity. Mastery is the urge to improve and excel at what one does. Pink emphasizes that people are driven by the pursuit of mastery, which is an ever-evolving journey rather than a final destination. The challenge lies in finding the right balance between skill and challenge. When individuals are able to tackle tasks that push their limits, they experience a state of flow that is both fulfilling and motivating. This growth mindset cultivates resilience and encourages ongoing learning, making mastery a pivotal element of intrinsic motivation. Purpose, the 3rd element, involves the need to work for something greater than oneself. Pink highlights that when individuals can align their personal values with their work, they are more likely to feel a profound sense of fulfillment. Purpose not only enhances motivation, but also encourages collaboration and innovation, as individuals rally around shared goals. Together, these 3 elements, autonomy, mastery, and purpose, create a powerful framework for understanding what truly drives human behavior, challenging conventional beliefs and redefining success in both personal and professional realms. The desire to self-direct. At its essence, autonomy empowers individuals to take ownership of their tasks and decisions. Pink illustrates this through compelling examples from various fields, showcasing organizations that have adopted more flexible work environments. Companies like Google, with its 20% time policy allowing employees to spend a portion of their work week on personal projects, demonstrate how granting autonomy can spark creativity and innovation. When people feel they have the freedom to choose how they work, they are more likely to be motivated and produce high-quality outcomes. Moreover, Pink highlights the importance of autonomy in fostering a sense of purpose. When individuals can pursue projects that resonate with their values and interests, they are more invested in their work. This connection enhances their commitment and leads to greater overall satisfaction. Autonomy cultivates a culture where individuals can thrive, as it encourages them to explore their passions, develop their skills, and contribute meaningfully to their organizations and communities. In a world where traditional hierarchies often stifle creativity, embracing autonomy can transform workplaces into dynamic environments where innovation flourishes. Pink's insights remind us that the key to unlocking human potential lies in recognizing and nurturing our desire for self-direction, ultimately leading to more fulfilling and impactful lives. The drive to improve. At the heart of mastery lies the idea that we are inherently driven to become better at the things we care about. Pink argues that this drive is not just a fleeting interest, but a fundamental human need. He emphasizes that mastery is a journey, not a destination. It requires dedication, discipline, and, most importantly, a willingness to embrace challenges and setbacks as part of the learning process. This perspective reframes our understanding of success, rather than simply measuring it by external accolades or achievements. True success becomes about the progress we make in honing our skills and expanding our potential. Pink highlights the importance of the 10,000-hour rule, popularized by Malcolm Gladwell, which suggests that achieving mastery in any field requires approximately 10,000 hours of practice. However, Pink nuances this idea by stressing that it's not just the quantity of practice that matters, but the quality as well. Engaging in deliberate practice, focused and purposeful efforts aimed at improving specific aspects of our performance is essential for achieving real mastery. This kind of practice can be both invigorating and frustrating, as it pushes us out of our comfort zones and demands resilience. Moreover, Pink underscores the role of intrinsic motivation in the pursuit of mastery. When we engage in activities for their own sake, driven by curiosity, passion, or a desire to improve, we find ourselves more committed and persistent. This intrinsic motivation is what differentiates those who merely dabble in a skill from those who truly excel. It's a powerful reminder that our motivations can be cultivated and nurtured, leading to greater satisfaction and fulfillment in our endeavors. Ultimately, mastery, the drive to improve, serves as a call to embrace lifelong learning. It challenges us to seek out new experiences, push our boundaries, and cultivate a mindset that values improvement over perfection. By doing so, we not only enhance our own lives, but also inspire those around us to embark on their own journeys of mastery, creating a ripple effect of growth and development in our communities. Pink's insights encourage us to recognize that the path to mastery is as rewarding as the mastery itself, inviting us to revel in the process of becoming. The need for meaning. The book emphasizes that in our increasingly complex and connected world, the quest for meaning has become more vital than ever. Pink identifies that people are driven by intrinsic motivations, autonomy, mastery, and purpose. Among these, purpose stands out as a powerful catalyst that fuels creativity and innovation. When individuals engage in work that aligns with their values and contributes to something greater than themselves, they experience heightened satisfaction and fulfillment. Pink illustrates this idea through various examples, showcasing how organizations that prioritize purpose over profit tend to cultivate more engaged and productive employees. Companies like Patagonia and Google often empower their teams to pursue projects that resonate with their personal missions, leading to groundbreaking innovations and a robust company culture. This evidence serves as a reminder that fostering a sense of purpose can not only enhance individual performance, but also drive collective success. Moreover, the need for meaning transcends the workplace, influencing personal relationships and societal engagement. Pink highlights that a purposeful life is linked to overall well-being, suggesting that fulfillment stems from contributing to something meaningful, whether it's through volunteer work, creative pursuits, or simply nurturing relationships. Thus, the pursuit of meaning becomes a transformative journey, encouraging individuals to seek out opportunities that align their passions with purpose, ultimately leading to a richer, more impactful existence. In a world often dominated by external rewards, Pink's insights remind us that true motivation arises from within, urging us to embrace our innate desire for meaning. The science behind motivation. Autonomy refers to our inherent desire to direct our own lives. Pink argues that when individuals have the freedom to choose how they work, they're not only more engaged, but also more productive. This concept transcends the workplace, suggesting that autonomy can be a powerful motivator in various aspects of life, including education and personal projects. When people feel a sense of ownership over their tasks, they are more likely to invest effort and creativity into them. Mastery, the second element, is the urge to improve and excel at what we do. Pink emphasizes that humans are naturally inclined to strive for higher levels of competence. This pursuit of mastery requires a commitment to lifelong learning and the acknowledgement that progress often comes through challenges and setbacks. By fostering environments that support skill development, organizations can tap into this intrinsic motivation, leading to enhanced performance and satisfaction. Lastly, Pink highlights the importance of purpose, our desire to contribute to something larger than ourselves. When individuals connect their work to a greater cause, they find deeper meaning and fulfillment. This sense of purpose can transform mundane tasks into opportunities for impact, driving motivation to new heights. In summary, Pink's exploration of motivation reveals that true engagement stems from autonomy, mastery, and purpose. By understanding and harnessing these elements, individuals and organizations can cultivate a motivated workforce, leading to innovation, creativity, and overall success. As we navigate the complexities of human behavior, Pink's insights remind us that motivation is not just about rewards. It's about nurturing the very essence of what makes us human, the role of autonomy in the workplace. Pink posits that when employees are granted the freedom to direct their own work, they become more engaged and invested in their tasks. This sense of ownership not only enhances their intrinsic motivation, but also encourages them to take initiative and experiment with new ideas. By allowing individuals to explore their interests and take on projects that resonate with their passions, organizations can unleash a wealth of creativity that might otherwise remain untapped. In this context, autonomy is not merely a luxury, it is a necessity for nurturing a vibrant workplace culture. Moreover, Pink highlights the importance of providing employees with the right context for autonomy. It's not just about letting people work independently. It's about establishing a framework that supports their decisions and actions. This involves trusting employees to make choices, offering them the resources they need, and encouraging a collaborative environment where ideas can flourish. When organizations prioritize autonomy, they cultivate a culture of accountability, where employees feel empowered to contribute meaningfully. In a world where job satisfaction often hinges on feeling valued and respected, autonomy stands out as a key driver of employee happiness and productivity. As Pink eloquently illustrates, organizations that embrace this principle are not only more likely to retain top talent, but also to inspire their workforce to reach new heights of achievement. In summary, Drive serves as a compelling reminder that by prioritizing autonomy in the workplace, we can transform how we work, innovate, and ultimately succeed, fostering mastery in professional development. Autonomy is the desire to direct our own lives, and in the professional sphere, this means giving employees the freedom to choose how they work and what projects they pursue. When individuals feel a sense of ownership over their tasks, they are more likely to be invested in their work and, consequently, more motivated to excel. Mastery, the second pillar, refers to the urge to get better at something that matters. Pink emphasizes that mastery is not a destination, but rather a continuous journey. In the realm of professional development, this means creating environments where individuals can learn, practice, and refine their skills over time. Organizations that prioritize opportunities for growth through training, mentorship, and constructive feedback empower employees to stretch their capabilities and pursue excellence. Lastly, Pink highlights purpose as a fundamental driver of motivation. When employees understand how their work contributes to a larger goal or mission, they are more likely to feel fulfilled and engaged. Purpose-driven work fosters a deep connection between individuals and their tasks, leading to heightened satisfaction and a stronger commitment to their roles. Together, these elements create a powerful framework for professional development. By fostering autonomy, encouraging mastery, and instilling a sense of purpose, organizations can cultivate a motivated workforce that not only excels in their individual roles, but also contributes to a dynamic and innovative workplace culture. Ultimately, Drive serves as a compelling reminder that true motivation comes from within, and by harnessing these intrinsic factors, organizations can unlock the full potential of their employees. Creating a purpose-driven culture. At the heart of a purpose-driven culture lies the concept of purpose itself. Pink argues that when individuals understand the why behind their work, they become more engaged, productive, and committed. This intrinsic motivation fosters a sense of belonging and connection among team members, propelling them to contribute their best efforts toward a common goal. A clear and compelling purpose not only aligns individual aspirations with organizational objectives, but also enhances resilience in the face of challenges. Creating a purpose-driven culture requires leaders to cultivate an environment where employees feel empowered to take ownership of their work. By granting autonomy, organizations encourage innovation and creativity, allowing individuals to explore their passions and drive their own projects. Pink emphasizes that this freedom is essential for nurturing a motivated workforce that thrives on self-direction. Additionally, mastery plays a significant role in fostering a purpose-driven culture. Employees are naturally inclined to improve and excel in their skills. When organizations provide opportunities for learning and growth, they not only enhance individual capabilities, but also strengthen the collective competence of the team. Pink highlights that offering regular feedback and recognizing achievements can significantly boost employees' confidence and commitment to their roles. In summary, drive serves as a powerful reminder that a purpose-driven culture is not merely about profits or performance metrics. It is fundamentally about the people within the organization. By embracing Pink's insights, leaders can inspire their teams to transcend traditional motivational tactics and create a vibrant workplace where purpose permeates every action, leading to sustained success and fulfillment for both individuals and the organization as a whole. The importance of feedback and recognition. Feedback, in Pink's view, is not merely a performance evaluation. It is a continuous dialogue that fosters growth and development. When employees receive timely and constructive feedback, they gain insights into their strengths and areas for improvement. This process not only enhances their skills, but also cultivates a sense of mastery. Mastery, as Pink explains, is the desire to get better at something that matters. When individuals feel supported through regular feedback, they are more likely to engage deeply with their work, thus driving innovation and productivity. Recognition, on the other hand, acts as a powerful reinforcement of positive behaviors and achievements. It goes beyond the acknowledgement of accomplishments. It instills a sense of belonging and value within the organizational culture. When employees feel recognized, they are more likely to be motivated to contribute their best efforts. Pink highlights that recognition should be specific, sincere, and related to the individual's contributions. This specificity helps employees understand the impact of their work and fosters a culture of appreciation that can lead to higher employee engagement and retention. In summary, Pink's exploration of feedback and recognition reveals their transformative potential within organizations. By prioritizing these elements, leaders can create an environment where employees thrive, fueled by intrinsic motivation. The result is not only a more satisfied workforce, but also a more innovative and successful organization, as individuals are empowered to pursue mastery and contribute meaningfully to a common purpose. In a world where traditional motivators are losing their effectiveness, embracing feedback and recognition is essential for cultivating a motivated, engaged, and high-performing team. The impact of technology on motivation. At the heart of Pink's thesis are three core elements: autonomy, mastery, and purpose. He posits that technology can either enhance these intrinsic motivators or diminish them, depending on how it is employed. For instance, in workplaces that leverage technology to grant employees greater autonomy, think flexible work hours or the option to work remotely, individuals often feel more empowered and engaged. This autonomy catalyzes creativity and innovation, as employees can pursue their interests and ideas without micromanagement. Conversely, when technology is used to monitor performance obsessively, it can create a culture of fear and compliance, stifling motivation and creativity. Moreover, Pink highlights the role of mastery in motivation. Technology has democratized access to learning resources, enabling individuals to pursue skills and knowledge at their own pace. Online platforms and educational tools allow for personalized learning experiences, fostering a sense of mastery that is intrinsically rewarding. However, if technology is used merely as a means of surveillance or assessment, it can lead to a fixed mindset, where individuals feel trapped in their current abilities rather than encouraged to grow. Lastly, Pink emphasizes the significance of purpose. In a digital world where many seek meaningful work, technology can facilitate connections to broader causes and communities. Social media and other platforms enable individuals to align their passions with their professional endeavors, thus enhancing their motivation. However, if technology leads to superficial engagement or distractions, it can detract from the sense of purpose that many crave. In summary, Drive presents a compelling narrative about the impact of technology on motivation, urging us to reconsider how we harness digital tools in our personal and professional lives. By fostering autonomy, encouraging mastery, and nurturing purpose, we can create environments that not only motivate individuals, but also drive innovation and fulfillment in a technology-driven age. This paradigm shift is not just a theoretical exercise. It is a call to action for leaders, educators, and individuals alike to rethink the ways we inspire and engage those around us. Companies that get it right. In a world where motivation often hinges on external rewards, Daniel H. Pink's book, Drive: The Surprising Truth About What Motivates Us, disrupts traditional thinking by proposing that true motivation springs from intrinsic desires. Through a series of compelling case studies, Pink illustrates how companies that embrace this paradigm not only foster a more engaged workforce, but also achieve remarkable success in their respective industries. One standout example is Atlassian, an Australian software company renowned for its innovative approach to management and employee engagement. Atlassian implemented Ship It Days, a quarterly initiative where employees are given 24 hours to work on any project they are passionate about, free from the constraints of their regular duties. This practice not only sparks creativity, but also enhances collaboration among teams. The results: groundbreaking products and a vibrant company culture that thrives on autonomy and purpose. Similarly, Google, with its famed 20% time initiative, allows employees to dedicate a fifth of their work week to projects of their choosing. This policy has birthed some of the tech giants' most beloved products, like Gmail and Google News. By empowering employees to explore their interests, Google cultivates a sense of ownership and innovation that fuels the company's success. The freedom to pursue personal passions translates into heightened job satisfaction and productivity, proving that when individuals are motivated from within, the results can be extraordinary. Another notable case is the multinational professional services firm, Deloitte. Recognizing the importance of autonomy and mastery, Deloitte revamped its performance management system to focus on continuous feedback rather than annual reviews. This shift encourages employees to set personal goals, seek mentorship, and engage in ongoing development. By fostering a culture of learning and growth, Deloitte not only enhances employee morale, but also drives business outcomes, highlighting how intrinsic motivation can lead to sustained success. These case studies exemplify Pink's assertion that autonomy, mastery, and purpose are the cornerstones of motivation. Companies that prioritize these elements create environments where employees feel valued and empowered. As Pink argues, when organizations align their practices with what truly motivates individuals, they unlock a powerful force that propels both personal fulfillment and organizational achievement. Thus, the path to success is not merely about incentivizing performance, but about cultivating an ecosystem where intrinsic motivation can flourish, driving innovation and excellence in every endeavor. The role of leadership in motivation. At the heart of Pink's thesis is the idea that intrinsic motivation, driven by internal desires and aspirations, outweighs extrinsic motivators like monetary rewards or status. Leaders must cultivate an environment where employees feel empowered to take ownership of their work, make meaningful contributions, and pursue their passions. This requires a shift from a top-down management style to one that emphasizes collaboration, trust, and open communication. When leaders prioritize autonomy, they create a culture where team members are encouraged to think creatively, take risks, and innovate without the fear of failure. Moreover, Pink emphasizes the importance of mastery, the innate human desire to improve and excel at what we do. Leaders can harness this by providing opportunities for professional development and recognizing individual strengths. By aligning tasks with employees' interests and skills, leaders not only boost motivation but also enhance overall productivity and satisfaction. Finally, purpose emerges as a crucial element in driving motivation. Great leaders articulate a clear vision and connect team efforts to a larger mission, fostering a sense of belonging and significance among employees. When individuals understand how their contributions impact the greater good, they are more likely to be engaged and committed. In summary, leadership is not just about managing people. It's about inspiring them. By embracing the principles outlined in Pink's Drive, leaders can cultivate a motivated workforce that thrives on autonomy, mastery, and purpose, ultimately leading to greater innovation and success. Practical strategies for implementing Drive. Principles. Firstly, fostering autonomy in the workplace can be achieved by allowing employees to take charge of their projects. Encourage team members to set their own goals and choose how to accomplish them. This empowerment not only nurtures a sense of ownership but also ignites creativity and innovation. For instance, consider implementing flexible work hours or the option to work remotely, enabling individuals to create an environment that aligns with their personal working styles. Next, promoting mastery involves providing opportunities for skill development and continuous learning. Organizations can facilitate this by offering workshops, mentorship programs, and access to online courses. Regular feedback is crucial. It should be constructive and aimed at helping employees recognize their progress. Celebrating small victories can further enhance their sense of accomplishment and encourage ongoing improvement. Lastly, instilling a sense of purpose can significantly elevate motivation levels. Connect employees' tasks to the broader mission of the organization, highlighting how their contributions impact the community or industry. Storytelling can be a powerful tool here. Sharing success stories that exemplify the company's values can inspire teams to see the bigger picture. By integrating these strategies, organizations can create a motivational ecosystem that not only boosts productivity, but also fosters a culture of engagement and satisfaction. Embracing Pink's principles can lead to a more fulfilled and high-performing workforce, ultimately driving success for both individuals and the organization as a whole. Overcoming resistance to change. Resistance to change often stems from fear and uncertainty. People cling to the familiar because it offers a sense of security. However, Pink suggests that by cultivating a culture that prioritizes autonomy, individuals are more likely to feel empowered to navigate change. When employees are given the freedom to explore new ideas and approaches, they are less likely to resist change and more likely to engage with it creatively. Mastery, another crucial element, plays a significant role in overcoming resistance. Pink emphasizes that individuals crave the opportunity to improve their skills. When organizations provide avenues for growth and development, employees become more resilient in the face of change. They see challenges as opportunities to hone their abilities rather than threats to their competence. Lastly, the sense of purpose cannot be understated. Pink's assertion that people are motivated by a desire to contribute to something greater than themselves highlights the importance of aligning organizational goals with individual aspirations. When employees understand how their roles contribute to a larger mission, they are more likely to embrace change, seeing it as a pathway to a more meaningful work experience. In summary, Drive offers a profound exploration of the dynamics of motivation, providing practical insights into overcoming resistance to change. By focusing on autonomy, mastery, and purpose, both individuals and organizations can foster a culture of adaptability, ultimately leading to a more motivated and engaged workforce. The future of work and motivation. Autonomy is the desire to direct our own lives. Pink emphasizes that when individuals are given the freedom to choose how they work, they are more engaged and productive. This shift towards autonomy allows employees to harness their creativity and innovation, leading to greater satisfaction and improved outcomes. In a world where micromanagement is increasingly viewed as a relic of the past, fostering an environment that promotes independence is crucial for organizations aiming to thrive. Mastery, the second pillar, refers to the urge to get better at something that matters. Pink illustrates that people are intrinsically driven to improve their skills and achieve a level of expertise in their fields. This pursuit of mastery not only enhances individual performance, but also contributes to a culture of continuous learning and growth within organizations. By encouraging employees to develop their capabilities, companies can cultivate a workforce that is not only skilled, but also deeply invested in their work. Finally, purpose encapsulates the drive to contribute to something greater than oneself. Pink argues that when employees connect their work to a meaningful cause or mission, their motivation skyrockets. Organizations that articulate a clear and compelling purpose can inspire their teams, fostering a sense of belonging and commitment that transcends mere transactional relationships. In summary, drive challenges conventional notions of motivation, advocating for a shift towards intrinsic motivators that align with the fundamental human desires for autonomy, mastery, and purpose. As the future of work continues to evolve, embracing these principles will not only enhance employee satisfaction, but also drive organizational success in an increasingly competitive landscape. Pink's insights serve as a roadmap for leaders seeking to cultivate a motivated and engaged workforce that thrives in the face of change. Common misconceptions about motivation. Another widespread misconception is the belief that people are primarily motivated by fear of failure or the desire for external validation. Pink suggests that this approach not only stifles creativity, but can also lead to a toxic culture of competition and anxiety. In contrast, fostering an environment where individuals feel safe to take risks and explore their passions can unleash remarkable levels of innovation and collaboration. Additionally, many assume that motivation is a fixed trait, something that individuals either possess or lack. Pink challenges this notion by emphasizing that motivation can be cultivated and nurtured through the right conditions and mindset. By creating spaces that encourage self-direction, allow for skill enhancement, and align personal work with a greater purpose, organizations can enhance overall motivation among their teams. Ultimately, drive encourages readers to rethink their understanding of what truly motivates people. By shifting focus from extrinsic rewards and fear-based tactics to intrinsic desires for autonomy, mastery, and purpose, we can unlock the full potential of ourselves and those around us. This paradigm shift not only leads to more fulfilled individuals, but also paves the way for thriving, innovative workplaces that inspire lasting change. How drive relates to education autonomy, the first pillar, underscores the necessity for individuals, especially students, to have a degree of control over their learning processes. When educators provide students with choices, be it in selecting topics for projects or determining the methods of assessment, they empower them to take ownership of their education. This autonomy not only enhances engagement, but also encourages critical thinking and creativity. Students who feel they have a say in their learning journey are more likely to be invested in the outcomes and less susceptible to the external pressures of grades and standardized tests. The second element, mastery, pertains to the human desire to improve and excel at skills. Pink emphasizes that the pursuit of mastery is not just about achieving high scores. Rather, it's about the ongoing journey of learning. In educational settings, this can translate into fostering a growth mindset among students. When educators focus on the process of learning rather than just the end results, they create an environment where students are encouraged to embrace challenges, learn from failures, and celebrate progress. This shift in perspective nurtures resilience and a lifelong love for learning. Lastly, Pink highlights the significance of purpose. In an educational context, this relates to helping students understand the why behind their studies. When learners grasp the broader implications of their education, how it connects to real-world applications and societal contributions, they find greater meaning in their work. Educators can facilitate this by integrating project-based learning, community service, and discussions about the relevance of various subjects to the students' lives and future careers. In summary, Drive illuminates a transformative approach to education that prioritizes intrinsic motivation over extrinsic rewards. By fostering autonomy, encouraging mastery, and instilling a sense of purpose, educators can cultivate engaged, motivated learners who are better prepared to navigate the complexities of the modern world. Pink's insights not only challenge traditional educational paradigms, but also provide a roadmap for creating more dynamic, effective learning environments that resonate with the needs and aspirations of today's students. The impact of Drive on personal relationships. In the realm of personal relationships, these elements are pivotal. Autonomy allows individuals to express themselves freely, fostering a sense of trust and respect. When partners feel empowered to make their own choices, they are more likely to engage in open communication and mutual understanding. This, in turn, strengthens the bond between them, creating a supportive environment where both individuals can thrive. Mastery, the desire to improve and excel in a particular area, also plays a crucial role. When individuals pursue personal growth together, be it through shared hobbies, learning experiences, or overcoming challenges, they cultivate not only their individual skills, but also a deeper connection with one another. This shared journey can transform a relationship, turning mundane interactions into meaningful exchanges filled with excitement and growth. Lastly, purpose is the cornerstone of any fulfilling relationship. When partners align their values and goals, they create a sense of belonging and commitment that transcends superficial interactions. This shared purpose inspires individuals to invest more in their relationships, leading to greater resilience during challenging times. In summary, Daniel H. Pink's Drive illuminates how intrinsic motivation shapes personal relationships. By prioritizing autonomy, mastery, and purpose, individuals can cultivate deeper, more meaningful connections that enhance both their personal and relational satisfaction. This perspective not only encourages healthier interactions, but also promotes a more fulfilling life, emphasizing the importance of intrinsic rewards in our most cherished connections. Critiques and counterarguments. Critics of Pink's thesis often argue that his reliance on intrinsic motivation overlooks the realities of many industries where extrinsic rewards are not only necessary, but also effective in driving performance. They contend that in environments characterized by routine tasks or low-skilled labor, financial incentives can play a crucial role in maintaining productivity. Moreover, skeptics question whether intrinsic motivation can be universally applied across different cultures and demographics, suggesting that not everyone responds to autonomy and purpose in the same way. Furthermore, some critics highlight potential drawbacks of Pink's approach. They argue that an overemphasis on intrinsic motivation could lead to a lack of structure and accountability in the workplace. In essence, while autonomy can be empowering, it may also create ambiguity in roles and responsibilities, resulting in confusion and reduced efficiency. This perspective raises an important question. Can organizations effectively balance the need for both intrinsic and extrinsic motivation to optimize performance? Additionally, the critics suggest that Pink's model may not account for the complexities of human psychology. For instance, they point out that some individuals may find motivation through competition and external validation, which intrinsic motivators may not adequately address. This critique highlights the necessity of a nuanced understanding of motivation that recognizes individual differences and situational contexts. In conclusion, while Daniel H. Pink's Drive presents a transformative view on motivation, it prompts critical discussions about the applicability of his ideas across various contexts. The tensions between intrinsic and extrinsic motivators unveil a rich landscape of human behavior, suggesting that a hybrid approach may be the most effective way to foster motivation and engagement in diverse settings. The ongoing dialogue surrounding these themes not only enriches our understanding of motivation, but also challenges leaders to rethink their strategies for inspiring their teams. The takeaway from Drive, Autonomy, the desire to direct our own lives, is crucial for enhancing individual engagement. Pink argues that when people have the freedom to make choices and take ownership of their tasks, their motivation skyrockets. This shift from a control-driven approach to one that emphasizes self-direction not only boosts productivity, but also fosters innovation, as individuals feel empowered to explore new ideas without the constraints of micromanagement. The second pillar, Mastery, speaks to our innate drive to improve and excel at what we do. Pink emphasizes that the pursuit of mastery is not merely about achieving perfection, but rather about the joy of continuous learning and growth. Organizations that cultivate an environment where individuals can practice, receive feedback, and refine their skills witness heightened levels of satisfaction and dedication. This commitment to mastery transforms mundane tasks into opportunities for personal development. Finally, the element of purpose transcends individual goals, connecting personal aspirations to a larger mission. When people understand how their work contributes to a meaningful outcome, they are more motivated to invest time and effort. Pink illustrates this with examples from various industries where purpose-driven initiatives have led to increased employee morale and loyalty. In essence, Drive serves as a clarion call for leaders and organizations to rethink their motivational strategies. By embracing autonomy, mastery, and purpose, they can create environments that not only inspire employees, but also drive innovation and success. As we move forward in an increasingly complex world, the lessons from Pink's work remind us that true motivation stems from within, urging us to cultivate our passions and align them with our goals for a more fulfilling and productive life. Why Drive matters today. Autonomy, the desire to direct our own lives, empowers individuals to take ownership of their work. This self-direction is not just a perk, it enhances engagement and innovation. Mastery, the urge to continually improve and excel in our pursuits, fosters a culture of learning and growth, pushing people to stretch their capabilities and achieve excellence. Lastly, purpose, understanding the why behind what we do, serves as a powerful motivator that aligns individual goals with larger societal contributions. In today's fast-paced, ever-changing world, the insights from Drive are more relevant than ever. Organizations that embrace these principles can cultivate a more motivated and productive workforce. By providing employees with the freedom to explore, the tools to master their crafts, and a clear, meaningful purpose, companies can unlock unprecedented levels of creativity and performance. Ultimately, Drive invites us to rethink our approach to motivation, not just in the workplace, but in our everyday lives. As we strive for fulfillment and achievement, understanding these intrinsic motivators can help us navigate the complexities of modern existence. In essence, Pink's work serves as a clarion call to recognize that true motivation lies within, and by harnessing it, we can create environments that foster not only individual success, but also collective well-being. Embracing the principles of Drive means paving the way for a brighter, more engaged future where motivation is no longer driven by fear or reward, but by the innate desire to grow, contribute, and thrive.